If you're not getting what you want from your twin flame, it's because you're not bringing enough value to the table. I just read this really incredible insight from my spiritual teacher, and I wanted to come and share it with you and also unpack it as to explain what that means. And it doesn't mean that you as a person are not already valuable. You absolutely are. We all are. But we're going to go a little bit deeper into understanding exactly what this means. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Breann, a Master Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. I've been in Harmonious Union for over 4 years now as a result of applying the teachings of union and the mirror exercise to heal separation from my union's consciousness. And I like to hop on here every day, provide some twin flame content, and to support you in moving forward on your journey. So I'm going to state that quote one more time, or it's not really a quote. It was more of like it was a post, but it was really, really good, insightful post. And that is, if you're not getting what you want from your twin flame, it's because you're not bringing enough value to the table. And what does that mean? Okay, like I said before, it doesn't mean that you are not valuable, okay? But I can share with you a little bit about my experience and what I took away from that, and that way you can, fill into what it might mean for you. So when I first woke up to the twin flame journey, I was very new to even the term twin flames. And the connection was out of this world, something that I had never experienced before. And I had my awakening, right? I started seeing the number synchronicities, all of those spiritual things that we wake up to. And in that, I quickly realized that, this is a journey. This isn't just you wake up, to the fact that you have a twin flame and then you're just with them automatically. I quickly realized that there was more involved in the process. And looking back on my life now from, in the very beginning, I was working a factory job, a battery factory. And don't get me wrong, it was a good job, but it was very incredibly draining on my body. There was a lot of overtime in 100+ degree temps. And quite frankly, it was very, very miserable. It was not anything that I wanted to be doing. I was wearing a uniform, had a respirator because it was a lead and cadmium facility. If you know what cadmium is, lead, it's very toxic to your system. So you have to wear a protective wear. That way you want to prevent, yourself from getting cancer and things of that nature. So I had been working in this factory for, I think, 10 to 11 years, and I was really only doing it for the money. I made very, very good money, had a house, had a very nice car, was doing well for myself. But inside, I felt completely purposeless. I did not feel happy. I was one of those, what you call 9-to-5ers, where I would wake up every day and I couldn't wait for Friday. Could not wait for Friday night to get around. So I was essentially living my life watching the clock. That's what I did day in and day out. And then just other areas of my life did not really feel good. I felt very lonely. At the time, I was in a long-term relationship, but we felt incredibly disconnected. Wasn't my twin flame, and it felt very shallow, and it was more of just like a friendship. So many different areas of my life, I felt completely lonely, miserable, and I didn't feel good within myself. So now looking back at what this post, I get it, because I didn't feel value in my life. I didn't feel value within myself. Therefore, there was no value that I could contribute to my union. Therefore, there was nothing for me to provide or bring to the table, so to speak. And, of course, it was the same for my twin flame. That's what we were healing in our union, amongst many other things. But as I began to invest into myself, one of those most important things was through the teachings of union. And I started doing my inner healing work, and I started to left the factory job, started my life purpose as a Twin Flames Universe coach, and I started to feel passion. I started to feel purpose. I attracted a lot of divine friendships. I was going deeper into my life purpose. I started to feel really, really good about myself. I felt really happy. And in that, in addition to me doing, the inner work, you got to love yourself. We all know the inner healing process or the shadow work. I naturally started to attract my twin flame into my life. And why? Because I had value. I had joy. I had happiness in my heart. I had something to bring to the table, and something that my twin flame could easily insert themselves into, and we could make a life together of it. There wasn't any life to be made together in the factory, because that was essentially, I was killing myself because it's not a healthy environment to work in, and I was completely unhappy. Whereas when you are doing what your heart calls you to do, and you're living from that place, you're filled up with passion and purpose. And so my twin flame and I, we come together, and we immediately started coaching together. We opened up a group, and we had a passion and purpose. We had something to continue to invest into, and that is one component of value that I brought to the table, and my twin flame brought value as well. So you want to look at where you're at on your journey, and wherever you're at with your twin flame, and are you not getting what you want from your twin flame? Well, you can ask yourself, what value are you bringing to the table? Meaning, like, are you happy? Are you, do you feel passionate or purpose? Do you feel on purpose? Or are you going like I was, like a 9-to-5, just going through the motions and not really doing what would bring your heart happiness? Like feel into your whole life. Like, how do you feel overall? I know for me, I felt very miserable. I was not really a happy person. I was happy in the sense that I had this spiritual awakening, and I, realized there was something more for me, but I wasn't really a happy person inside. And so you can ask yourself, are you a happy person inside? Like, genuinely happy, like, with yourself even. Like, you can just be alone with yourself, and you feel so fulfilled and so complete inside, and you've got purpose, and you're doing the things that you love to do, and it fills you up inside, right? You want to be overflowing. Your cup wants to overflow into where you just want to share that with your twin flame. You just want to express and experience expansion in that with your twin flame. That's the value that you bring to the table. So start by investing into yourself in whatever way feels good to you. Invest into your desires. Invest into your needs and your wants. And whatever your heart's calling you to, invest in yourself in those ways. Get clear in your heart. And if you're ready to invest into yourself in a big way, well, there's the teachings of union, because that's an investment into all areas of your life. And if you don't know what that is, feel free to reach out, and I'll support you with providing clarity. But if you're seeing this video, it is time for you to invest into yourself further, or if you've not yet invested into yourself in any way, whatever that means to you, then it's time to start doing that. Love yourself. And as you love yourself, and as you increase in your value, which is your joy, your happiness, you feeling confident and worthy within yourself, that is a magnet to your twin flame. So don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.